Can you talk about tattoos? Is it really against the Bible? It's always confused me. Well, let's unconfuse you. So the idea that tattoos are sinful comes from tradition, not from scripture. And I'll explain that in a second. There are people who are just uncomfortable around people who have tattoos because nobody in their circle does. They were raised in the church, and probably a legalistic church that taught things like tattoos are of the devil and you'll go to hell if you have one and you have to have it laser removed to go to heaven. Stupid things like that. They cannot find a verse in the New Testament because the New Testament is all about spiritual salvation, not physical assimilation. They can only go to Leviticus 19:28, which says, "You shall not make any cuts on your body for the dead or tattoo yourselves. I am the Lord." Okay, fine. But if we're going to obey that verse, you have to also obey the one above it. "You shall not round off the hair of your temples or mar the edges of your beard." Why don't they hound people for rounding off the hair on their temples? How dare you trim your face? You're going to hell until it grows back out. Silly things like that. The passage in Leviticus is specifically for the people of Israel, and even more specifically for the Levites who minister in the temple. He's trying to get them away from the old practices that they were familiar with in Egypt that dealt with false gods, which is also why it talks about cutting on the body for the dead. It's in the very same sentence as tattoos. It's talking about the religious practice, not just putting ink on your body. Now, I'm personally not a fan of tattoos. I don't think any of them look good, but it is your choice.